We are starting out with the Lifetime Achievement Award. We don't always give out this award, but we have a panel of judges and they make the decisions for us. We don't do it internally at AAAS. And the other categories, there were nominees. In Vicki's category, Vicki Cobb, there was no nominee. So we called her up and we completely surprised her and said, "You have won our Lifetime Achievement Award." Now, Vicki Cobb has been writing between somewhere, we talked about it this afternoon, between 90 and 100?
No, actually 89.
You figured it out, okay, 89 books. So when I first started at Science Books and Films some 22 years ago, the very first book that I looked at, that I got to edit the review for, was Bet You Can. And so over the years we kept getting more and more of Vicki's books, and she's referred to as the Julia Child of hands-on science. And she's just was entertaining the kids this afternoon, and one of the things that really impressed me was, really, you're a boy magnet. In case you didn't know, these boys were so engaged because the stuff of inquiry is really letting them try things and letting them do things. So without further ado, this year's Lifetime Achievement Award winner, Vicki Cobb.
Yes. Oh, wow. Okay. See, that goes like this. And there is your award. Oh, thank you so much. Thank you, Maria. I want to thank you for that very generous introduction. I'm totally blown away by this honor. I want to thank the SB&F Committee, Science Books and Films, AAAS, and Subaru for making this possible. I feel very gratified that you've noticed my body of work. I say that because the only person of my generation who's still being noticed for her body is Jane Fonda. If I were to sum myself up, I'd say that instead of trying to bring children into the world of science, I try very hard to bring science into the world of children. And to do this, I've had to be in touch with the child I once was. Secondly, I've also tried to illustrate concepts in my books by integrating exemplary hands-on activities. You just can't give the hands-on activities away gratuitously, and you can't just talk about principles. And I fought a lot of battles. I've tried with my editors. I tried to bring a distinctive voice, an irreverent, informal tone, a sense of playfulness to my writing, to make it sound like there's a person behind that language that really feels very passionately about them getting it. I want them to get it. A lifetime achievement sort of sounds like an obituary. And as you can see, I'm very much alive. And since Kierkegaard said life must be lived forward, I just want to take a few minutes to tell you, a few seconds, Terry, to tell you a little about what I'm doing now. As many of you know, the world is becoming digital. Publishing is changing, and education is in trouble. So why not address all these three problems in one fell swoop? And that's what I'm doing in my old age. At a time when most people are retiring, I've started a new business taking on these huge problems. It's called Inc. Think Tank. It's an organization of award-winning nonfiction writers in all disciplines. We are mentoring schools, and these are the questions we're asking. What if an author's books are being studied as part of the curriculum? What if teachers could pick authors' brains for timely insights into their books? What if students had contact with the author of the book so they could ask questions? How could this impact student learning? And that's what we're doing in this pilot project. There's a wiki about that. We're getting phenomenal results. It's like we're turbocharging education in the school. And how can you do it and so it's affordable? Well, if you do video conferencing, you don't have to pay travel, you don't have to pay lodging, you don't have to pay meals. We're affordable. And we can do this on a timely basis, and we're doing all kinds of amazing things. And in addition to this, we have a database. I mean, there's a lot to what we're doing. We are being transformed in our pilot project. We're being studied by the School of Education from Kentucky, so we've got some gravitas. People are taking us seriously. And what we're basically selling is motivation. The key to learning is motivation. If you fire people up, they will do things. So I want to thank you again for this wonderful honor. Thank you very much.